Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's tutorial, we're going to be learning how to make this beautiful blouse. The cutting tutorial has already been uploaded. If you like to watch or see it, I'll leave a link in the description box. So today's tutorial is a continuation of the last one we had. So let's continue guys. Let's dive into today's tutorial. So these are my materials. I have my bra cup here and I have my elastic. This is half-inch elastic. I have it here. I'll just use small quantity, and what I have there was an stay, my thread, then reed line boning, that is the sewable one, which is about half-inch in size, then mirror face. I have about 1 yard mirror face. So the next thing I did was to fold into two. I folded the fabric into two, then I placed the cup pattern. I went ahead to cut it out, adding half an inch stitching allowance. Okay, just this way. And after I was done with that, next thing I did was to place back my pattern, and I will note the both side of my dart and also where the neckline stopped. I will note them and also notch. Okay, so after notching where the neckline stop and both side of the dart, after notching, I will use it to cut the lining piece. That means I'm using the same fabric as the lining. All right, so just go ahead and do that just this way. After cutting, I will notch the lining piece as well. So the next thing I want to do now is to cut the center front, adding half an inch stitching allowance, and side front, also adding half an inch stitching allowance. Okay, once I'm done with that, I'll go ahead and cut. After cutting, I'll use it to cut the lining. I'll be using the mirror face as the lining as well. So I'll just go ahead and cut all of my patterns. So I've gone ahead to do that. I have transferred all my patterns to the actual fabric. So the next thing I want to do is to iron my hairstay. Now place the wrong side of your piece, then you place the wrong side of your hairstay on the wrong side of your piece. Go ahead and iron like so. Can you see? So after ironing, I will place the front back of the piece and cut out the excesses I have all the way around, just this way. After doing this, I repeat the same thing on the other piece. Remember, these are the back piece. So I will iron the front piece. So these are the front piece. You place the wrong side of it like so. Place wrong side facing each other. Then go ahead and iron. So I'll just do that and I'll cut it out. After cutting, the next thing you want to do is to keep the back piece aside and the cup. Keep the back piece aside with the cup as well, and also place the front piece like so. Go ahead and stitch with half-inch on both sides. Okay, so after doing that, you move over to the cup. So you place the pattern for the cup like so. Don't forget to note the both side of the dart and also the depth of the neckline, just like so. And for the length of the dart, I have 3 inch. The 3 inch will serve as the dart length. Do you get? So you fold your cup like so, making sure the both notch aligns. Then come up by 3 inch and mark. Also go ahead and make your dart. Okay, just follow the direction of the chalk, just this way. Okay, repeat the same thing on the other cup. You get? So for the bra cup, I also do my dart. I also make my dart for the bra cup. I will go up by 3 inch and I'm going to go out by half an inch and I'll make my dart just like this. Okay, so this will give it the structure effect to just make your bowl sit perfectly. It also give it the deeper effect. Okay, so I've gone ahead to make the darts. You can see what I have here. Can you see? And for the half length, this is it here. I've gone ahead to join the three piece. This is my cup. I've also made the dart for the cup, as you can see. All right, so the next thing I did was to also stitch the lining as well. I did the same thing for the cup, as you can see. So the next thing I want to do is to attach boning on this part. Okay, so on the same line of the lining piece, I'll attach boning from the wrong side. Just go down by half-inch on the upper part and on the downside, so you attach your boning. So you can attach a multiple bonings to the blouse if you want. Okay, I just had like 3 bonings here because I'm making this for tutorial sake, not like I'm wearing this. I'm just making it for tutorial sake. You can see I used mirror face for it. If I'm making this for a dress, I'll use crepe, light crepe, you get, or any other beautiful material. So what you see me doing here was to iron my seam opening of the main piece, okay? And the next thing you want to do again now is to join the cup, okay? But before you join the cup, you're going to first attach your bra cup to this other piece, okay, to the cup piece. Then before you can now go ahead to attach the cup. So this is the cup here. So what I did was to just place it like so. You're going to make sure the both that aligns properly, and again you will have to trim the both side of your cup. All right, you don't have to stitch together while joining, so just trim the both side of your cup at least with half inch. All right, do the same thing for the other cup as well. Do you get? So you're going to just do that and also trim the that side, okay? Just trim it so it will relax very properly. So the next thing I want to do again now is to place my hemming gum. I'll just place hemming gum on top of my bra cup just like so. Then after placing, I will place my cup piece, that is the fabric. I'll just place like so. Then I'll go ahead and iron. When ironing, do not iron on a flat surface, okay? I just made a tailor's arm. I already have a tutorial on how to achieve your own tailor arm, okay? So I just use that to iron it. You can see how beautiful it looks. So remember to place the main cup pieces on top before ironing. Do not place the lining part, but the actual piece. Do you get what I said? So the next thing I want to do now is to attach this to the front piece, okay? Please let me explain this one. My camera didn't record that part. So after joining the cup on the front piece, like after joining the front piece with the cup together, you're going to repeat the same thing on the lining, okay? You will repeat the same thing on the lining, then place them right side facing each other, both the lining and the main fabric. Stitch the neckline, stitch the shoulder part, stitch to both sides, leaving a space where you turn outside right, and also stitch the down part, okay? So that was what I did here. Can you see? I've already gone ahead to do that. I told you guys my camera didn't record that side. I didn't know it actually stopped, so that's why I'm explaining. You get? So once you are done with this, the next thing you want to do now is to work on the back. So for the back, it's very simple. Have already done that. There is nothing too much here. I just attach my loops, giving 2 inch space, and also attach my boning on the lining. You can see I sewed the upper part and the down part, and also the both side, leaving a space on one side of the both side, so I can actually turn outside right. So that was what I did here. So the next thing I want to do now is to place right sides facing each other. Then I'll go ahead and stitch. You are going to join the both sides together like so, just like you see me doing here. Can you see? Just go ahead and join and also sew. Do you get? I'll go ahead and do that and I'll be right back. So guys, I've gone ahead to shape the both sides. As you can see, this was what I had after I was done. I didn't create loops for this particular dress. Remember I said it's for tutorial sake, so I didn't bother creating loops for it. So I used other rope I have in one of my beautiful dress. So I just used it for the tying. So you actually see how the back looks like after tying your loops. Do you get? At a time, I didn't want to film the sewing tutorial of this dress because I really do not want the dress. Like I won't be needing it for anything. I won't be wearing. But because a lot of people already requested for sewing parts, so that's why I said, okay, let me just use video face to film this. Okay. The next thing I did was to cut and sew a long strap that is about 12 inch in long or in length. The width is just 3.5 before I sew, okay? And I also have elastic of half an inch. The length I measured was about, I think, 7 inch, but I later minused 1 inch, so I used about 6 inch for the length of the elastic. I used 6 inch for the length of the elastic. So the next thing I did was to insert inside of this strap, okay? So I'll just make a little pleat, like I will fold that part, just make a little pleat there, then I'll just force it in. After forcing, I'm going to arrange very properly like so, and it will have pleat. If you don't want yours to have pleat, you can go ahead and measure the width you have there before cutting your strap. Have done this side, I repeat the same thing on the other side, okay? Before you stitch, ensure you fold in about half an inch. Fold in your strap with half inch before you stitch. You will make a top stitch. You can see how neat that part looks like. So you will make a top stitch there. Ensure you fold in about half inch. Fold in your strap with half an inch. Do you get? Then before you make your top stitch. So I'll just do that. Okay. So guys, I've gone ahead to do that. You can see how neat it looks. Okay, so this will be very easy when your client want to wear or where you want to wear. If you're making this, do not make it with doll face or mirror face or anything satin because it's not giving. Okay, just make use of a good crepe and quality materials. Thank you for watching.